been on the trap like.
What is going on, people of the internet? It is Savior Leader coming at you with another gameplay commentary. Today I would like to start off by saying this is going to be a life story, but I want to start off by saying Optic Scumpy, I think he's been watching some of my videos because in his last video he did the KRM with kinetic armor. I posted that about a week ago. But, and then in one of his other videos, he posted his most headshots, which was 31. My most headshots was 41. So, no, it was 42. So, I'm a little bit confused. Optic Scumpy is one of my biggest inspirations on YouTube. So, to see that he has the same content as me and he's coming out with the same content as me, it's a good start. It's a good thing to hear. And also, before I get into the commentary, I would like to say thank you guys for 800 subscribers, because that is just amazing. I was not, like, every time you hit my goals, you're like destroying them. I need to start setting higher goals because you guys are literally destroying every one of my goals. The gameplay you're watching in the background is a choke. I choked, I believe it was 80 kills. I think I got like 79. This is theater mode because I was not recording at this time. I was playing with a team of a couple of subscribers on Xbox One. If you ever want to play with me on Xbox One, just add me, your Lord Savior, and I will be playing with every one of you guys as often as I can. That's really the reason why I don't post videos, is because I've been playing with a lot of subscribers. But back to the story, this is going to be a commentary on the time that I broke my face. Now this story, it has gotten a lot of flack and no one really knows the truth behind it except for the 5 people that were there. And it's just an extremely disturbing story because it wasn't very smart of us. There were more than 5 people, there were about 7. But it's extremely disturbing, and you guys, I think you might want to stick around. If we have enough time, because this is a fairly short story, I'll tell you about the time that I bursted one of my nuts. But if not, I'll save that for another commentary. So you're just going to have to press that subscribe button to hear that story, because that's an interesting story as well. But back to the commentary at hand. The time that the time that I broke my face. I don't know what, my words wouldn't come out for a second there. But this was a couple of years ago. It was like, I would say around 9th grade. We had just gotten out of school. It was me and a couple of my friends. We go to this tech school. So we take a bus home. It was me and my friend Justin, NeeloTV. His link will be in the description below because he's an awesome person. Just look at those feeds, the feeds. But he is an awesome person and he's one of my closest friends as well. So his link will be in the description below. He has more subs than me. He doesn't do gaming, he does comedy. Amazing dude, funny as hell. You guys have to go and check him out. So back to the story. We were walking home. It was 5 of us at the time. We're just walking home, having a nice time, and then we got to my friend Jocelyn's house. Jocelyn was dating Justin at the time. I'm not 100% sure about that, but they were dating at the time, I'm pretty sure. And they were walking with us. It was me, him, my friend Abdu, and my friend AJ. Well, me and AJ aren't friends now. He's still one of my closest friends to this day, but we're not friends. Like, we don't communicate now because stuff happened. But yeah, we were walking and we ran into a couple of other people, and they had just told us about this challenge. The California High Challenge. California, however you want to say it. I say California. I don't know why. I don't like the I. There's no I in team, guys. Except when you're a Slayer, because then it's just all you. Smiley face. But the California High Challenge is basically people press against your chest until you pass out. And then after you pass out, they like hold you up. Well, they're supposed to hold you up. And they basically, they make you pass out. So we do this challenge, and they want to do this challenge. Nobody wants to volunteer as the person to actually pass out. I was the only one who wanted to volunteer, so I was like, okay, I want to try this. This sounds interesting. Let's do it. So we ended up starting doing the challenge. It was my friend Abdu, AJ, and Justin. They were all holding me, and they were pressing against my chest, and I felt myself like losing oxygen to my head. It was not a good experience while it was happening. But then I guess I fell on the they were doing it to me, and they were just like, I didn't want it to happen. So right when I was about to pass out, I like started to panic a bit. So I'm guessing after I passed out, I pushed them all out of the way. That's what they told me. They said I did like a Superman and spread my arms and pushed all 3 of them out of the way. Which, these are 3, they were pretty strong people. So me being able to push them out of the way, that I couldn't do that while I was conscious. That had to be another force. Another force. Jesus pushed them. Jesus, why you have to do this to me? But I pushed them out of the way, and I guess I had already passed out before I pushed them out of the way. So I ended up falling on the floor, and I was passed out, so I couldn't put my arms down to protect myself. And I fell face first into the floor, scraped my entire face open. To this day, my lip is still bust open, and I have a fake tooth because of this. After that, the day after, I was not in school. Yes, it was the next day after. And this is where it gets a little weird, because this was really one of the craziest weeks of my life. I was at home because I had just gotten back from the hospital. I was on medication, and my mom wanted me to go to the store. I remember wrapping up my face completely. I wrapped it up literally with a scarf. I had my sweater over it. I was not letting people see my face. So I walked into the deli that's right by my house. It's like a block away from my house. And as I walk in, this dude passed me on the back and says, "Good timing," or something like that. I forgot his exact words. But then I go over to the counter and I order my stuff, and they're all just like, "We don't know how we're going to give you the change." I'm like, "What do you mean you don't know how you're going to give me the change? Like, give me my change." And they were like, he just left with it. I was like, "Wait, what are you talking about? He just left with it." And then I see the cops pull up. And right as I was walking in, I guess the dude who was walking out had just robbed the store at gunpoint. So, yeah. That was amazing timing on my part. And to this day, I do not know, didn't see his face too clearly because he was walking in as I was walking out. And I had like hats on. My face was almost completely covered because I didn't want people to see all the scars that were on my face. It was literally scars all over my face. Well, in the center of my face, it was like a gash going down the center of my face. It was a little bit crazy. But the police came in, and I was looking out the window because I did not know what to do. They wouldn't let me leave because I was involved in the incident. So they wouldn't let me leave, and the police, as they walked in the door, because they were outside, as they walked in the door, I had like sat down I was looking out the window, and the police officer like had his gun held in his hand holstered, and he was watching me. He came up behind me and grabbed me on the shoulder. He was like, because I guess they thought that I was part of it because I had all this stuff on my face. And he just came up to me extremely cautious, and then they were like, "No, this is Kevin," because me and the store managers were extremely cool at the time. So they knew me to a degree, and they knew that I wouldn't do anything like that. So the police officer came and talked to me, and he was like, "Why do you have that stuff?" And they wouldn't let me leave, sadly. And because they wouldn't let me leave, it hurt a little bit, because this was around the time that I had to start taking my medication, so the pain level was starting to wear off, and I was just getting extreme spurts of pain in my face. And yeah, it was just a horrible experience. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Feel free to like, favorite, comment, subscribe if you did, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace. Too inappropriate in this video. Hopefully, I'm going to try and keep it as clean as possible, and I'm going to try and make it watchable for younger age people. So to start off this video, it was Thanksgiving Day. My grandmother she's an extremely, she loves children, so she's always has some sort of child in her house. When her